Hello. Sorry, it's been a crazy day here. Finally getting to our math for today. Pages 857 to 860. So we're now using the metric system. The metric system, the easy thing about the metric system, which if you guys saw the other video, is in the entire world except for three countries, Myanmar, Liberia, and the United States of America. Only people in the world who use inches, pints, ounces, that kind of stuff. Everyone else uses the metric system because the metric system is much more, much more what? It's all simpler. It really is. It's all very ordered. It's all by tens, and it all uses the same way of going from bigger to smaller, unlike ounces to pounds and fluid ounces to cups and cups to quarts and all that stuff. It's all just like 10, 10, 10. We're on page 857. 1 meter. A meter is like a yard. A meter is a little bit more than a yard. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. The way in Puerto Rico here, when you're driving from San Juan de Ponce, the signs on the side of the road say 89 kilometers to Ponce. We measure the distance on the highways here in kilometers, which are 1,000 meters. A centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. So you divide a meter into 100 sections. Each of those is a centimeter, which is about that. 2.5 centimeters make an inch. And then millimeters are 1,000th. Every meter has 1,000 millimeters in that. And that actually gets used if you are before building things. You'll sometimes use millimeters for that. If any of you are going to go into any kind of science, you're going to use the metric system. So pay attention. All right. In this section, we're converting things. It's more the same. Look at page 858. 5 meters equals how many centimeters? Well, every meter has 100 centimeters, so 5 times 100 is 500. Number 2, 9,000 meters equals how many kilometers? Well, 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So in this we're going to divide. 9,000 divided by 1,000 is 9. Exact. Good job. Nicely done. 859, complete. Okay, remember, if you're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, you divide. If you're going from a bigger thing to a smaller thing, you multiply. Number 3, 700 centimeters equals how many meters? Well, there's 100 centimeters in a meter, so divide 700 by 100. Pretty easy. Number 4, 8,500 millimeters. How many of those are in a meter? There's 1,000 millimeters in a meter, so divide 8,500 by 1,000. And I would say use a decimal, because this is going to be pretty easy. Tomorrow I'm going to make you, we're going to remind you guys about multiplying and dividing by tens and hundreds and thousands, because remember, you just move those decimal places. If you divide 50 by 100, you'd move the decimal place 2 places. 1, 2, it would equal 0.5. 5, 15 kilometers equals how many miles? Well, a kilometer is, 15 kilometers equals how many meters? That M confused me. 15 kilometers equals how many meters? There are 1,000 meters in every kilometer, so we're going to multiply because we're going from a bigger to a smaller. So 15 times 1,000. 6, 73,000 meters equals how many kilometers? And that one you're going to divide. Going from a smaller to a bigger, you divide 73,000 divided by 1,000. Number 7, 2.71 meters equals how many millimeters? Well, every meter is 1,000 millimeters. So multiply 2.71 times 1,000, or move that decimal place 3 spots because you're multiplying by 3 zeros. All right, in the bottom, you are comparing. Remember, when you compare, you have to make them both the same on each side. So just change the one side to the other one. Then the first one, 30 centimeters equals how many? And sorry, long day. 30 centimeters, comparing that to 300 millimeters. Change the centimeters to millimeters. How many? Every centimeter has 10 millimeters. So multiply 30 times 10, and you get how many millimeters that is. Looks like that one is equal. Remember, on page 857, it shows you the conversions. Last problems of it. Yay, word problems. 860. Number 17. Measure the distance across the sunflower to the nearest centimeter. How many centimeters shorter than 1 meter? It's the width of the sunflower. Oh my goodness, do I have a... I don't have it. I'm going to guess. I'm guessing that's 3 centimeters. How many centimeters are in a meter? 100. How much shorter is it? 100 minus 3 is how much shorter it is. If that is 3 centimeters. I'm guessing it is. Maybe you're wrong. Number 18. Check for reasonableness. Which is the most reasonable estimate for the depth of a lake? 6 millimeters, which is about that much. 6 centimeters, which is about that much. Or 6 meters. Unless it's a really, really, really shallow lake. I think you're going to go with the biggest one of those. Which one's the biggest one of those? 19. How many 5 millimeter long spiders would it take to make a line of spiders 1 meter long? What is this? Like nightmare suggestions? Hey, I have an idea for a nightmare. It's a line of 5 millimeter long spiders making a whole meter long run. How many times can you put 5 millimeters into 1 meter? Well, 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters. So 5 times what is 1,000? Number 20. Circle a measure that does not belong with the other 3. Explain your reasoning. 35 kilometers, 3.5 meters, 350 centimeters, or 3,500 millimeters. Well, I can tell you that 3 of those are exactly the same length. One of them is not. Which is the one that is not? Much longer than the other 3. Which one is the longest? Circle that one. Last one. Compare and contrast converting customary units of length and converting metric units of length. That's up to you. What's it like? Do you prefer changing inches to yards, or do you prefer changing centimeters to meters? It is. You can answer it however you want to. All right, I'll get you the answers soon. Bye.